Hello, 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 everybody. Everybody. What's cracking? What's happening? What's going on? How is everybody doing? Guys, they say to look around your surroundings. But I say look around your surroundings without looking crazy. Why you gotta look crazy looking up? By the way, guys, again, I'm still sick. Still sick. I'm not getting over it. Not yet, I guess. Not yet. Ooh, wait. But take a look around your surroundings. You don't have to go crazy doing it. You don't have to be crazy looking around. The way I see it is some people look around like if you ever seen a pigeon, you ever see their head just bobbling around? Don't be looking like a dang pigeon over here like, you know, analyze the problem, situation, whatever it is, and go for it. The type of person I am is I like to analyze and look at the situation. The heck is that noise? And look at the situation and see. That's just me. I'll blow my nose. Ooh. And you know, I constantly go over, look at it, look at people's analyzation. I'm like, okay, they're obviously going cuckoo and Cocoa Puffs. They're looking around and being mischievous looking around. This session for the whole entire day is about, you know, these thieves, these robberies, the community. The community needs to help out a little bit more on these scenarios. And I can't believe it's almost 8 o'clock. That's crazy. It's almost 8 o'clock. But yeah, me, I like to play shooter games. I like to sometimes be a sniper in the games, but be a good sniper to where it's like nobody's gonna come up to you in the back, shoot you, or anything like that. But I'm always thinking about video games and anything that moves, your eyes attract to it. Because the way I think, because I guess since I have good vision, I have 20/20 vision, I can see and sense things that are around me and I don't have to look at them. My peripheral vision, thank goodness, is good. I have a good wide angle vision. And that's what gets me. And like I said, I could be looking directly at you but still be looking on the side. A lot of people don't use and train their body or brain to use their peripheral vision. They think that you have to move your head in order to see. You don't have to move your head in order to see. You can stand directly in a one spot and move your eyes, and that's it. Up, down, all around. You don't have to move your body. Like my driving instructor said, when the person's either going to try to turn right or left because the person's arm will be at this position. And it's so true. It's like, okay, well, because they're gonna distinguish. You're gonna see their fingertips moving in this direction. You can look at your surroundings and not be looking like crazy. They tell everybody look around. Half of the people are on their phone these days while they're driving. And then they get out of the car and then they rob them because the person is highly distracted on their phone. I have seen multiple times where people robbing people and they're on their phone distracted. It's crazy. Now, if anybody hasn't looked around, I feel like we all should have a secondary pager phone. I feel like we need to bring back pagers for our safety. That's what I feel like. I feel like the new generation of a pager should arrive. Whew. I got there taking a shower also. But I always say, I don't know if anybody has ever seen people and they're in the back seat and you know how the whatever kind of car it is going so fast. If you look at that person's eyes while they're facing the window, looking not in front but on the side, and you know how you just look at the side, you just look through the window. Pay attention to that person's eyes, what they do. Pay attention. You could see that their eyes are moving 1,000 miles per hour because their eyes are trying to, convert from the back of their head on what's happening, what's the scenery. It's a new thing. You should do that. Look at someone's eyes while they're in the back seat, looking out the window. Look at how their eyes move from back to back to back to back to back. Like they're just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, really, really fast because everything's moving fast in the car. When you're in the passenger side of the driver's seat, you don't notice it, but you'll notice it when you're just sitting in the back seat. Take a look. You need to have shifty eyes like that too. You can have shifty eyes, not move your head. You can still be proactive in your peripheral vision. Always look around you, not looking crazy, guys. You don't have to look crazy. You don't have to look crazy looking around. Whenever I see people stealing, their first intention is to look at the workers, and I'm like, dude, no normal person is gonna go into the store and be like, okay, well, I want to buy. They want to buy a ratchet. Let's say they want to buy a 10 millimeter. Okay, no person's gonna walk in my facility, go to the 10 millimeters, and look directly at me, which is the workers, or directly at the workers, and just keep staring at the workers while they're grabbing the 10 millimeter. No person is going to do that unless you're trying to steal it. Come on. And they're the ones that are shifty. They're the pigeons in lifestyle. They start looking around, see if anybody's watching, being the heads up, shifty. And once you start shifty like that, that's it, game over, already on to you. You can do, whenever I go into a parking lot, I analyze the parking lot. I see who's in the car. If you can't see who's in the car and they have highly tinted windows, yeah, of course you can't see that, but you will see a standing by car. You always want to watch where you park. Watch where you park. I look at people's parking and I analyze it. I'm like, this person's parked slanted. I'm not parking next to that person, because if that person comes out and they're slanted, they could hit your vehicle. I said, this person's parked at this angle. I'm not going there. This person looks like this, or this person came out of this vehicle like this. Like, a lot of people that park in the front are the ones that are the worst drivers, because they're the ones that, okay, you found a parking spot close to your, you found a parking spot close to the facility. Let's just say HEB. Cool. You found a parking spot close to HEB, right in the front. Okay. Oh yeah, easy access coming in and out. Right. If hits the fan, what's gonna happen? You're gonna be stuck there. You're gonna be stuck there. Not only being stuck there if hits the fan, but how the heck are you gonna get out? Hello, hello, Huey. How was the shower? The shower was good. I had an okay shower. I was accidentally, because I have hair dye in my hair and I wanted to be there for a while, and I accidentally grabbed the shampoo and I was like, oh, because the shampoo will take out all the hair dye and it will be saturated, and I'll be like, ah. But yeah, so you constantly see these people parking and they get robbed. And then it's like, well, how and why did you get robbed? You watch the surveillance camera and you see how they got robbed. Because they were distracted. You're supposed to be looking at your surroundings as you park. See if anybody's in the next seat over. Seeing who's scouting around for. There's a lot, especially in a shopping center. People are just constantly going in and out their vehicle, but there's people out there that are watching people go in and out the vehicle, and then they approach them. They say, okay, this is the target right here, and they end up robbing them at that time, all because they just think, oh, I'm gonna go to Marshall's and I'm just gonna go inside and give me something from Marshall's. But you're not going inside and get you something because somebody's targeting you because you're vulnerable. You just going throughout your day because you're so distracted through your whole entire self that all you're thinking about is getting a sweater from Marshall's. Like, I don't know. I do not know. And the sun has set it, guys. The sun has set it. Let's get some bubbles up in here. We had Huey just show up out of nowhere. You can look around, whatever you want, whatever you choose, look around, say it, and still have your surroundings and look around. I told my grandma, I said, every time I go to mostly any store, and if I haven't went to it, I'll Google Maps it and then see which is the exit, where is the entrance, where is an exit. Not only that, because my car is low, so it's very hard to go in and out stuff, so I have to analyze the situation anyways. But I always either park next to the fire exit, because if it's the fan, then I know that I could probably access that fire exit and leave. And also, thieves love to park next to the exit as well, because that's an easy access point. So not only am I doing it for myself, I'm doing it for the community as well, because my car has a dash cameras. And if they were at that time came in, they parked next to the fire exit, and then they robbed the store, I already got them on camera. And I'm like, thank goodness I parked next to a fire exit, because literally, this is exactly where they want to be. This is exactly how they're going to come out. This is where I'm going to come out if it's the fan. And this is where they're going to come out. And this is where I'm going to catch them. Live in action. They think they're slick, but they're not slick. Because they really don't, a lot of these thieves, they don't think. And also, people try to protect their belongings. People have foams on their hand constantly. They're using the foam, either using their foam or whatever. I always say, if a robber, you can give away your phone to the robber or whoever's holding you up. But at the same time, think of a panic issue button. Think of it. You gotta use your survival skills. And I said this a while back. You gotta use your survival skills. How do you use your survival skills? Well, you don't have to give the robber everything. You can actually use your phone as a weapon. Yes, I said it. You can use your foam as a weapon. Either that or they just steal the foam. The foam is not going to be useful or valuable anymore if the foam is destroyed. So you have your foam, you have it in your hand. If the robber wants it and you're that type of person that don't want to give it up, like, no, it's my phone. And you start, having a little standoff with them. Use your foam for the defense. Again, use your survival skills. Once that happens, they don't want your foam anymore because, well, it's useless now. Well, they can't sell a broken foam. Yeah, you might have to go buy another foam, but at the same time, at least you know that the foam is there and the contents are going to still be there. Your phone's going to be destroyed, but you can still easily get that SD card. But again, people just don't think. A foam weapon, yeah, exactly. Use your survival skills. If you don't want to do that too, if you're fighting off the enemy or whatever, you can also, if you don't want to destroy your phone, throw your phone on the roof. Throw your phone. If you see a roof, if you know how to throw, maybe if you don't know how to throw, then yeah, it might not be the throw for you. But use your phone and throw it in a bush. Throw it on top of the building. You're going to retrieve it later because you're going to call the cops and you're going to say, hey, well, you're going to have other people call the cops, but you're going to say, hey, at least your phone is safe. You got to use your survival skills. People all the time too. There's women out there that have their Louis Vuitton bags and stuff. I know you're trying to. The thing is that they're not trying to show off in their eyes. In their eyes, they love the purse, they love the bag. In their eyes, but in a lot of people's eyes, it's like, oh, you're just trying to show off with that Louis Vuitton bag. Why are you trying to show off? But again, in their eyes, it's not showing off. In their eyes, they like it. They like that bag, the way it looks. So a lot of the women out there, they don't give up their bags sometimes easily. And that's understandable. It's a $17,000 bag that you're just walking around with. If you don't know, the prices are steep. And you're walking around with that kind of bag, trouble's going to happen. And then they don't want to give it up. It's like, well, what do? If you just look up and research the people that are getting robbed, you analyze the situation and how things could have worked out if that person was educated. You can either give them the bag and say, hey, there's nothing valuable in this bag, just give it up, or you can fight with your bag. Again, use your survival skills. They're it's got a rope or like a strap. Use that freaking strap as a weapon too. You're over here in a tangle bun holding the bag back and forth. Well, first of all, what have we learned in school on what alligators do? What do alligators do when they get their food? They get it and toss it and turn it. Well, how about you do the same thing with your own bag? Roll the bag until it makes a knot. Grab the freaking bag and either wrap it around them or do something harmful to cut off their circulation on their hand. Like, again, am I the only one that thinks crazy? Am I the only one that freaking thinks at all? Like, use your phone, use your bag, your backpack as well. You don't want to give up your backpack. Same scenario too. Use your backpack as a weapon. You feel like something's in there that you can grab. Let's say if you had a gun in your bag, you're trying to reach for that gun. Well, the gun's not going to be useful anymore if he takes it. If the person takes it. So then just try to retrieve it. Either hit him with the bag. Do something. Don't just stand there and have a standoff. Same thing with these girls. All the time I see them with, what's the name of that? What's the name of that little bag? Well, it's girls and guys now. Not a fanny pack, but the bag that's a bag with a strap. I don't know what the hell you call it. But same thing with those. I can use it in any sort of way. You got a foam charger, that's your freaking weapon. You got your purse, you got your bag, that's your weapon. You got your house keys, that is also a weapon. Anything, any object, a freaking rock is a weapon as well. Nobody wants to have rocks thrown in their face. Nobody wants to have dirt thrown in their face. Is it trash? Trash is also valuable too. So you look at your surroundings. But you still have awareness of your surroundings, guys. Oh my goodness, it got like hella dark. I can't even, oh, there we go. Did it not go through? I don't know if it went through. YouTube makes things a lot darker. Yeah, there it goes. But yeah, you look at your surroundings, you figure out how you're gonna handle a situation, any situation. This is why people are valuable for, or vulnerable for, because people don't know how to think. They do not know how to think. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna make you some freaking pork chops. I had pork chops in a while. empty my cup. Huey was here, so we'll be here for a little bit longer. It's dark. I know it got dark like fast, but the thing is, I did live stream last night in the full darkness. I was talking about actual weapons and stuff, and this is the first time I live stream. I have my fish tank on right now. Got little strobe lights. You still play guitar? Well, I haven't played in a while. It's been a hot minute. Actually, you know what? We can get the bubbles going on here. What is this? No. Get some bubbles. Get some bubbles. Oh, yeah, I've been talking for quite some time. I'm cooking my pork chops. I'm gonna leave a live stream soon. Oh, bubbles. Yeah, last night I was ranting like without bubbles. But we're not making this in the dark live stream. In the dark live stream, I'm gonna have some lights and stuff. But we barely started this season, so you know it's gonna be like that for a while, and I'm barely showing my other surrounding. But the original scenery is gonna be just the window. You're gonna be just seeing the window. And Paku's cage. Yeah, Paku's cage as well. I'm on the opposite end of where I watch my car, but I do have a camera facing so I can see my car. Oh, I still have avocado. So yeah, be aware of your surroundings. You don't have to look crazy doing it. You don't. 15% my battery. The kid neighbor is not out there. The little kid neighbor, the 17-year-old. Oh no, actually he's not 17. I think he's younger. I think 13. Cool beans. He is cool beans. How am I gonna charge my phone? Oh, here we are. Charge my phone. I'll be here a couple of more minutes since Huey was here. Actually, yeah. Oh my goodness. Still got avocado left. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Got some avocado open here. Here. I'm here. Also tomorrow, guys, wish me luck. Wish me luck tomorrow. I'm working because I closed my store. How long was it? What's today? Thursday, right? It's for Friday. Friday is when we got robbed. Last Friday is when we got robbed. So I'm about to close the store tomorrow, which is it's a week from now already. So wish me luck. But the thing is, I told my workers, I said, y'all, and I said this too here in my live stream right now. Be aware of your surroundings, but do not look like a dang crazy person doing that. You can be smooth. Be smooth looker like me. That's why nobody expects anything out of me. They're like, wow, I didn't know you were that type of person. I was like, yeah, I get down to the biz. I get down to the biz. Like, if you want to play around, that's fine. We can play around, but sometimes there's a time for playing. There's a time for just working. I actually spent the extra little time with my grandma today. My grandma and my dad. You know, I said if anything happens, because you don't know, these people could come back. And I told to the guys too. I told the guys too that I can't tell y'all more, but to look out. And there's only one guy that I know that I told him, I said, why are you looking like crazy? And this is why I made the title of this video like this, because he's like, I feel like I'm being watched, so I'm watching whoever's trying to watch me. I said, that's where you go wrong. Because they see that you're highly aware. To me, you're vulnerable. When I see someone highly aware, like looking all over the place, looking here, looking there, looking there, looking there, looking here, that's when you're freaking vulnerable. What you laughing about, bro? What's so funny? But it's just like, I'm over here I'm thinking about everything. I know I'm gonna pull my car closer. The thing is I park on the side sometimes. And that's kind of giving me like a vibe where it's like, I don't know if I should park in the front, because whoever tries to rob the place, they're gonna ask whose car is that, because again, my car is fancy dancy. It's not new, but it's fancy dancy. And they're gonna ask whose car that is, and they're gonna ask for the keys for the car. That is my number one concern. If whenever that happens, it's like, no. So what I'm trying to do is pinpoint and put cameras kind of in hidden spots that I know, just in case if anything happens. It's funny how you said, why are you looking like crazy? Yeah, exactly. He did. He was going crazy. I saw him. I was like, are you okay? Because whenever it was like the solar eclipse. Was it that day? No, it was after that day, the solar eclipse. He just kept looking around after we got robbed. He's like, I feel like I'm being watched. I said, yeah, you're going to be more valuable to the person, because the person knows that you're aware. And it's a sneak. I do a sneak attack. I don't know about anybody else. One minute you see me regular, next minute you go see that person on the floor. And the thing is, if it's at my job, it's something I actually need to look more into of the rights of what to do, what not to do with the job. Of course, we cannot, you know, hold the person accountable and just let them have what they have. But at the same time, it's like, hmm, if if you just clock out, take off your company shirt, get in the other side of the parking lot or in the street, you have authority. Because in my old job, the person got into it with a customer, and the customer was arguing and throwing hands, and as well as the guy. The guy ended up clocking out and fighting the guy. He took off his shirt too. He did the right things, but there was one thing he didn't think of doing. So he clocked out because the customer, again, people are so mean in this world. So the customer's going up to him. He knows he can't do anything because it's under company policies and company procedures. So he ended up clocking himself out. After he clocked out, he took off his shirt and then fought the guy right then and there. He still got fired, and the reason being why he got fired is because he was still on the company's property. He was still on the company's property, so that's something that you have to think about. That is something that you have to think about. So, and I said this last night. I said this last night in my live stream, that what good is it to have a weapon when you can't even freaking use it? That's why I said just a while ago, you use your resources on whatever it is. Whatever it is, your phone, a pen, whatever, to defend yourself if you feel threatened. But the thing is, a work environment versus out and about in the streets. If somebody gets out and about in the streets, you're not under company policies. You're under your own policies over here. So that's why tomorrow my plan is, let me see, where are we? We're at 39 minutes. We're going to end the live stream soon. Tomorrow my plan is, of course, whoever's mid-shift will probably, because I'm there the whole entire freaking day. But it all depends on who it is. But we're not going to take out the trash, because this happened when we were taking out the trash. We're not taking out the trash later than 8 o'clock. So it has to be with 8 o'clock to 8:15. And that's it. I'm closing the same registers. I'm closing the same registers. This time I'm closing probably 8:15 or 8 o'clock. I'm not going to say it on here, but probably around that time. After I close my registers, I am going to close my doors at 9:45. I'm closing my doors. And it's going to be my last register. I might close because usually it's the opposite. I close my last register at 9:45, because we close at 10. And then I close the door at 9:50. But I never do card only, because I give that option where it's like, if you're valuable, if you have lots of value on you, then yes, I'm gonna reopen the register and do what I gotta do to make the sale. But if you're not that valuable, you just freaking come in for brake cleaning that's $4.99. No, you're not paying cash. So I'm still thinking of that scenario. I'm gonna have my car parked in exactly the same spot. I'm trying to think too at the same time because on the scenario, but of course I tell everybody be aware of your surroundings, and I'm still gonna keep saying that constantly. Be aware of your surroundings, but at the same time don't look crazy doing it. It bothers me that this happened, and it's bothering me now that I have to close on the specific day. And what am I gonna do next? Now, of course, I'm gonna hit the panic button. Of course, I tell everybody, I say, hey, we do have a panic button, and you may not know it. And cooperation is what we need. And I only have one worker that I feel like he's not gonna cooperate, which could lead us into a big problem. He goes on self-defense mode, and I guess he's just trying to show off or whatever. But when you're in that situation, you can't be doing all that. You can do that after the fact that they took everything. But sure, I don't know. I do not know. But yeah, you could just be aware of surroundings. Don't look like a freaking pigeon. You gotta look like a damn pigeon. I'm about to, oh, I can see. Why did it light up like that? That was weird. Because I turned it a certain way. I just bought a camera on, I just bought a camera, oh my goodness. At the pawn shop. I'm gonna try it out tomorrow. I got my dash cameras out. They're always gonna be constantly rolling. There's a couple of other stuff. I have one object in my car. Oh my goodness. But yeah, guys, we're coming to the end of the clause. Let me repeat what I just said. They say to be on a lookout for your surroundings. Not to look crazy doing it, guys. Do not look crazy doing it. You don't have to go all pigeon and look all over the place and look very suspicious doing it. Just look out for your surroundings, use your peripheral vision, and you'll be Gucci. Let me know what y'all think. Thank you, Huey, for joining, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.